exercise, she is performing the squat jump properly, followed by the incorrect form of the squat jump where she isn't bending her knees. In this exercise, she's performing a double leg tuck jump, followed by the incorrect form of the double leg tuck jump. Then she goes straight into the split squat jump, followed by the incorrect form of the split squat jump, where she isn't spreading out her legs. This exercise, they're performing a cycled split squat jump, and then they don't perform this correctly by they're not bending their knees. Then she goes into a single leg vertical jump, where she's really being explosive. And then she follows it up with the incorrect form where she's not bending her knees. Then we go into the jump over barrier where she jumps over kettlebells. And the incorrect form is when she just doesn't bend her knees. In this exercise, she's performing the double squat, and then she follows it up incorrectly by not properly jumping over the kettlebells. She's putting her feet over it instead of jumping over it. In the next exercise, they're performing the 4-hurdle drill. And then the incorrect form is when they just are straight leg hopping over the lines. The next exercise is the power skip, where she is really being explosive each jump. And then the incorrect form is she's not being explosive at all. This exercise is the alternate leg push-off. And the incorrect form is when she looks like she's about to fall backwards. Then she follows it up with the side-to-side push-off. And her incorrect form is she's really not using any momentum or explosiveness to get to the other side. Then she does a double leg box jump. And she performs this incorrectly by not bending her knees once she lands. Then she follows this up with a single leg box jump. And she performs this one incorrectly by keeping her legs straight as well. Then she does a squat box jump. And the incorrect form is when she also keeps her legs straight upon landing. And the next exercise is a lateral box jump. She's really bending her knees to absorb the shock when she lands in the correct form. And then in the incorrect form, she's keeping her legs straight so the shock isn't being absorbed. Then she's performing the depth jump to second box. And here, when she performs it incorrectly, she also is sticking the landing with straight legs instead of bent legs, which is making it harder for her to jump. In the next exercise, she's doing a two-handed overhead throw. In the incorrect form, she isn't using any force to go backwards to give her more push to throw it forward. In the next exercise, they're doing a two-handed side-to-side throw where they're rotating their torso side to side. And then in the incorrect form, they aren't really throwing it from the side, they're more rotating and then pushing it from their chest. And then this next exercise is the depth push-up. And her incorrect form is where she isn't going down all the way and her butt is more up in the air. The next exercise is the inchworm, where she walks out from her toes into a plank position. And followed by the incorrect form of the inchworm is where she walks out with her legs instead of walking out with her arms. The next is a lunge walk. And the correct form that she's doing in the lunge walk is taking too many steps in between each lunge. The next exercise is a lunge with an overhead side reach. So instead of keeping her arms by her side, she's going from above her head, reaching laterally. And her incorrect form is lunging and then doing the side reach instead of doing them at the same time. In this exercise, she's doing a walking knee lift. And then in the incorrect form, she's not really lifting up her knees at all. This exercise is a forward lunge with elbow to the inside. Exercise. She isn't going down with the correct elbow and she's not reaching all the way down. This exercise is walking over and under. Imagining like there were hurdles there.
To the right. Slide to the left.
And then the incorrect form of this exercise, she's doing one leg of each instead of making sure to get both legs at a time. With the straight leg march, she's walking forward as she's kicking in front of her. And in the incorrect form, she isn't kicking her legs up high enough to get a full stretch.